How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Welcome to Bookshare Audio, where every idea awakens the mind and every truth becomes a guide to transformation. In this episode, we explore How to Win Friends and Influence People, a timeless reflection on the art of human connection, emotional intelligence, and the subtle power of influence. It is not merely a guide to popularity, but a philosophy of life, a map to navigate the most intricate landscapes of the human heart. This work begins with the realization that no success in life can last without the ability to deal with people. We can master our craft, earn degrees, accumulate wealth, and build empires, but if we fail to win trust, respect, and goodwill, we eventually stand alone. Every relationship, from the workplace to the home, is governed by invisible principles: understanding, appreciation, and humility. This book is a reminder that to truly lead, we must first learn to listen, to empathize, and to recognize the humanity in others. The first truth is simple, yet often forgotten. People are not logical beings. They are emotional. They are moved by feelings of significance, not by arguments. To criticize, condemn, or complain may momentarily satisfy our ego, but it kills the spirit of cooperation. The human heart does not respond to judgment. It opens to understanding. When we replace criticism with empathy, we transform conflict into connection. True influence begins not with domination, but with the quiet strength of respect. Behind every action lies a desire, the desire to feel important. This craving for appreciation is one of the deepest human needs. When we sincerely recognize others, when we make them feel seen and valued, we awaken their best selves. Many people live in quiet desperation, starving for a kind word that affirms their worth. A few simple words of appreciation can do more than a command or threat ever could. It can restore confidence, awaken enthusiasm, and build loyalty stronger than any contract. To make others like us, we must first become genuinely interested in them. Most people spend their lives trying to be interesting. Few try to be interested. But when we listen with attention, when we speak their name with warmth, when we let them talk about themselves without interruption, we honor their inner world. The sweetest sound in any language is one's own name spoken with sincerity. And when we remember this, we turn ordinary encounters into meaningful bonds. A smile, too, is a powerful currency. It costs nothing but returns everything. A smile says, "I see you. You matter." It disarms hostility, softens tension, and invites trust. No amount of talent or authority can replace the charm of kindness. The warmth of a smile can open doors that force never could. The essence of good conversation is not brilliance, but empathy. People remember not what you said, but how you made them feel. To be a good conversationalist is to make others feel that they matter, that their ideas and stories are worth hearing. It is not about winning the argument, but about building connection. When we let go of the need to impress, we become impressive without trying. The secret to influence is understanding that no one can be forced to agree. They must be led to discover agreement themselves. Arguments rarely change minds, they harden them. When we try to prove others wrong, we push them deeper into their pride. The wise persuader avoids confrontation and instead seeks alignment. The best way to win an argument is to avoid it entirely. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," say, "I might be mistaken. Let's look at it together." This disarms defensiveness and keeps the door of dialogue open. When you are wrong, admit it quickly and sincerely. Pride resists confession, but humility earns trust. To acknowledge mistakes is not weakness, it is wisdom. The world forgives those who take responsibility faster than those who hide behind excuses. A genuine apology can repair bridges that arrogance would burn forever. Another key is to begin every interaction with honest appreciation. Before you correct, first connect. Before you instruct, first inspire. People are more receptive to guidance when they feel valued. Criticism wounds pride, but praise strengthens resolve. A few words of sincere recognition can awaken effort beyond expectation. To influence others, start with the good in them. Appeal to their nobler motives. If you wish to change people without offending them, remember the principle of dignity. Let others save face. Even when correcting mistakes, do it with gentleness. A leader's role is not to point out faults, but to awaken potential. By speaking of one's own mistakes first, we make humility contagious. By showing that errors are part of learning, we create an environment of growth, not fear. Names, smiles, and kind words. These are not superficial gestures, but psychological keys. They open the locked doors of trust. When people feel respected, they willingly follow your lead. The foundation of influence is not authority, but admiration. Leadership, at its core, is emotional artistry. The best leaders do not demand obedience, they inspire cooperation. They know that people will work harder for appreciation than for obligation. They understand that every individual carries an invisible sign that reads, "Make me feel important." The moment we honor that need, we win both hearts and minds. In personal life, these principles create harmony. In business, they create success. In every human interaction, they create influence that endures beyond titles and transactions. To influence is to serve, to make others feel capable, respected, and understood. To be persuasive, we must first be pleasant. To be trusted, we must first be truthful. And to be remembered, we must first be kind. The art of winning friends is not a skill for the ambitious, it is a path for the humane. It reminds us that the highest purpose of communication is not to manipulate others, but to connect with them. When we understand others, we dissolve resentment. When we listen with empathy, we turn strangers into allies. When we act with appreciation, we transform ordinary relationships into lifelong friendships. The greatest victories in life are not those we win over others, but those we win over ourselves. The victory over pride, impatience, and indifference. In the end, influence is not about strategy, it is about sincerity. You cannot fake kindness. You cannot counterfeit compassion. People may forget your words, but they never forget how you made them feel. The one who learns to master emotion, to uplift others without judgment, becomes not just influential, but beloved. This philosophy reminds us that every person we meet is fighting an inner battle. Behind every difficult attitude is a hidden insecurity. Behind every act of pride is a desire to be valued. When we meet others with understanding instead of resistance, we create peace within them and within ourselves. The true reward of these principles is not merely success, but serenity. When you stop criticizing, you stop fighting the world. When you start appreciating, you start healing it. And when you learn to see goodness in others, you begin to find it in yourself. That is the ultimate influence, to awaken in others the light that already exists within them. It is to lead not through power, but through presence. not through command, but through compassion. Every smile, every word of praise, every act of empathy becomes a ripple that transforms lives unseen. So as you move through your days, remember this: the smallest gesture of kindness can echo longer than the loudest speech. Influence is not in what you say, but in how you make people feel about themselves. This is the heart of human greatness, to make others great. Thank you for listening to Bookshare Audio. If you find meaning in this reflection, please like, share, and subscribe to support our journey in spreading knowledge that transforms hearts and minds. Comment below to request which book you would like to hear next. Thank you.